Currently, our armed forces have liberated 99.7% of the territory of the Lugansk People's Republic. Less than 60 square kilometers remain. 79% of the territory of the Donetsk People's Republic is under the control of Russian troops, as well as 74% in Zaporozhye and 76% in Kherson regions. The joint group of forces continues its relentless offensive along almost the entire front line. Since March, over 3,500 square kilometers of territory and 149 settlements have been liberated. The task of creating a security zone along our border in the Sumy and Kharkiv regions is being successfully accomplished. Troops are maintained in the Dnipropetrovsk region, where 7 settlements have been brought under control. Currently, our armed forces have liberated 99.7% of the territory of the Lugansk People's Republic. Less than 60 square kilometers remain. 79% of the territory of the Donetsk People's Republic is under the control of Russian troops, as well as 74% in Zaporozhye and 76% in Kherson regions. The northern group of forces, following the defeat of the enemy and elimination of their incursion into the Kursk region, is executing tasks to create a security zone. Presently, 210 square kilometers of territory and 13 settlements in the Sumy region have come under our troops' control. In the Kharkiv region, fighting is ongoing to improve the situation on the Volchansk and Lipsy directions. Units and military parts of the western group of forces have practically blocked the city of Kupyansk and liberated about half of its territory. The central group of forces is advancing in all directions: Oktyabrki, Krasnoarmeysky, Dnepropetrovsky. Encirclement and blocking of the Krasnoarmeysk-Dmitrov agglomeration are underway. Battles are taking place directly in Krasnoarmeysk. Enemy engineering barrier lines have been overcome at the administrative border of the Dnipropetrovsk region, where 2 settlements have been liberated. The eastern group of forces is advancing westward across the Donetsk People's Republic territory and has seized 25 settlements. Yesterday, they gathered at Kamyshevaha, the last settlement of the DPR within the responsibility zone of the eastern group of forces. Currently, the gathering of the Zaporozhye region's territory continues, where group forces are taking control of 2 settlements, and an offensive is advancing in the Dnipropetrovsk region by the eastern group of forces, with settlements Voronezh, Yanvarskoy, Novogeorgievka, Malyevka, and Zaporozhye taken under control. On August 28, enterprises of Ukraine's missile and aviation industry were struck in Kyiv, Spekoborimash, Kyiv Radio Factory, Ukaspek Systems, and Samsung Ukraine, producing component for operational tactical missile systems SAPSAN, Grom-2 and strike unmanned aerial vehicles, as well as the air bases Sterko-Stantonov, Vasilkov, and Kolomy. Another successful strike was carried out last night on objects at Yuzmash, KB named after Yanggel and Motorsich in Zaporozhye, as well as on assembly shops of the Pavlograd chemical plant, which produces engines, warheads, and fuels for missiles, as well as control system for unmanned aerial vehicles. Additionally, aviation equipment and infrastructure facilities at 10 military airfields were hit. Analysis of the condition of Ukrainian troops shows that during the spring-summer period, the enemy focused all efforts on slowing our advance while suffering heavy losses. As of today, the strategic initiative is completely with Russian forces. The execution of tasks for the special military operation by the joint group of forces will continue with offensive actions. Today, we will specify task assignment for the groups of forces for the autumn period.